Hello everybody, this is Toysareruss, and for this third-party figure showcase and review, we're going to be looking at the BWM, that's the TransArt number 13 Vice Poison Battler figure. So we're going to have a quick look at him in both his modes, help you decide how you want to display them. We'll have a look at the entire contents of the packaging to let you know exactly what you get for your money. We're going to do some comparisons with some other mainline Beast Wars figures and some other mainline normal figures and third-party, just to give you an idea of the size and scale of this particular figure. So before we get started, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. And also to thank Show Z, because that's where this came from. And there's a direct link in the description if you want to get one for yourself. So we're going to start off with the alternate mode. Even though the package comes boxed as a robot, unfortunately, again with these, it's another case of, I think you've got to scan the QR code to get the instructions. You can see there, that's packaged in robot in a huge clamshell. However, you probably already noticed that I've already uploaded a separate tutorial. We also get this lovely collector's card, which I think you'll agree is actually really nice. And then this is what I was just referring to there. There's a teeny bit of instructions there, which again you'll have seen on the transformation, and indeed there is all your QR codes. I wonder if they'll work. If I hold them there, you can let me know if they work. It doesn't matter if it doesn't, because as I say, I've already uploaded it. Let's start off with the alternate mode then. Now, what I do really like about, I suppose, these Transmetal third-party figures is the chrome. It's brilliant seeing figures with chrome. It's like, for me being a Generation 1 collector, it's, you know, it's such a thing. Even though this is old and it's battered, etc., it's just really nice that you get this chrome glare every now and again from the figures. And to be honest, the chrome on here is exceptional. I've had a good go at transforming this a couple of times because it is quite fiddly, and not once is it chipped or come off in any way. The detail on it though, again, is really good. Articulation is as follows. You can move the neck up and down. The jaw, unfortunately, as you can see, is completely fused. I suppose you could class this as moving the head and around a bit, but to be honest, that is mainly for transformation. The legs, again, these are all as one, unfortunately, so you can move them like this, but that is it. You've got no individual articulation on any of the legs, so I suppose that's a bit of a letdown. And as you can see, even on all of the points at the knees, at the hips, etc., there's none at all, which is a shame. Whereas the claws at the front, there's loads. You've got articulation right at the very top at this, which is the knee joint in the robot. This is the foot and the ankle in the robot. So you've got the claw, you can open and close the claws. So you've got highly articulate front arms, and nothing for the middle legs. And then the tail, this is a bit of a, I'm struggling in a way, just because if this had been when the figures first came out, when the Transmetal figures first came out, you'd have probably been saying, wow, this is amazing. But like now, you know, all these years on, it's a shame that they haven't done much more to this. And what I mean by this is, and it's much more apparent in the robot mode, is although you can bend and maneuver and manipulate these all the way around, which in a way is good, but I think it would have been better if there had been an actual hinge or even a ball and socket joint somewhere along the lines, just so, you know, it would actually hold and just be that little bit more sturdy. And in robot mode, you'll probably see what I mean. It makes much more of a difference. The good thing, however, is you can open and close the jaw to the snake head at the back. And again, there's some beautiful detail on that with some lovely reflective paint. But unfortunately, with the legs not moving, there's not really much more to do on this particular mode. Let's give you an idea of how big he is compared to some mainline figures. So this is a Voyager class Antagony, and she's quite a big figure. So body wise, she's much bigger with the extended claws. Not so much, to be fair. I've got a few tarantula ones, but I've only got them in robot mode. I'll have a look at that in a second. Here's your industry standard Earthrise Optimus Prime. So again, body probably about the same. Arms and claws much bigger. What else have we got here? Third party, little new age figure there. Again, really is a little new age figure for that. And indeed, there's an Iron Factory one as well. I think what's cool about these figures is they would display pretty good in either mode. Just a shame that there is a bit of a lack of articulation on it. But as I said, that's all there is to say about the robot mode. Sorry, the alternate mode. We're going to come back and he's going to be in his robot mode. So back for the final time with him in his robot mode, and we didn't even have a quick look at Quickstrike's box, did we? So as I say, I know they call him Vice Poison. I should have said that, yep, it's obviously a take on Quickstrike. And if you're wondering why he's not called Quickstrike, it's because he transforms. And Hasbro and Takara do not license any figures apart from RoboSen to actually transform. So that's why there's third-party companies that in fact make these figures. Now, once again, this, if you're just going to be using it to either display, fantastic. Now this is where you'll see what I mean about this particular part here. It's not the greatest, and it's such a shame because the rest of the figure looks great. The head sculpt is beautiful. Look at all this reflecting chrome. It will look up and down, it will spin all the way around like so. Nice detail even in on the eyes. The shoulder pads will move up and down. These will rotate anywhere. They do tend to pop off during transformation. With the arms, there is a swivel under the shoulder. There's like near enough a double bicep there, which is great. This, if you want to class as a wrist, will spin all the way around, and of course it will open and close. But once again, no articulation in any of this. And this is where I think the other arm is hindered even more. Yes, you can spin this around, and there's, I suppose, bendy points. You could class these as points of articulation. There's bends, there's flexibility, there's play, whichever word that you want to associate with the movement of that. But there's no way you can, I don't know, I think it just a real hinge, a real ball and socket might have been great. The mouth, of course, does still open and close. There's no other accessories with this one either, to be honest. So even, I think, your industry standard 5mm pegs on the figures, you know, for the weapons, they wouldn't really be able to attach to anything, to my knowledge. I can't see that anyway. So that's the head and the shoulders. The waist, if you just slightly move the head out of the way, you can get a waist rotation, which is great. There isn't an ab crunch, and again, if you just move the I suppose the front of the beast's head, you can spin it around. The legs, though, because they're on these hinges, will go way past the point of the splits both ways, to the front, to the back, and of course to the sides, which you've just seen. There's also a swivel at the knee, a knee bend. There's like a double knee bend as well if you want it to have, and then of course a huge ankle tilt rock, point, stab, tap, valley feet, whatever you want to call it. There's loads of articulation in the feet, and as I say, if you're looking to just put it on display, there's no denying that looks great. It does, it really does look good. And I suppose in a way it makes me want to go and watch these Beast Wars cartoons and these Transmetals, because I still, huge admission here, massive black hole in my what's the word I'm about, in my Transformers knowledge and history. So these are of course just all mainline figures at the moment, all Beast Wars ones. I should have brought Megatron in, to be fair, because he's still here in his alternate mode. There we go, so you've got an idea of how big he is with all of them. Right, let's just move that. So that is of course some Beast Wars characters. Now if you don't collect any of these, or you are collecting, I suppose, some newer mainline figures right now, there of course is Tiger Hawk. There is a Generations and a Studio Series 86. So this is, I don't know if it's to say, but it's probably borderline Voyager class size, to be honest. I suppose it also could be classed as a masterpiece because of all the articulation points on it, etc. There's your G1, there's your industry standard, there is, yep, there's a core, there's a New Age, here's an Iron Factory, he's not even going to fit there. And then for a bit of fun, Big Scary Beast, there's a Doctor Wu. To be honest, not much more to say about this particular figure. I think it looks great. A huge thanks to Ben Williams, one of my subscribers, who's lent me this figure as well. And as I say, you can get it on Shozi at the moment as well, which is great. And that's again how it got here. Otherwise though, guys, I'm sure you'll agree, he does look very good. And to be fair, I think this is either the third or maybe fourth TransArt figure I've reviewed on this channel now, and at the moment they very rarely disappoint. But there you go, guys, there he is in his robot mode. Chrome is amazing, detail is amazing, and yeah, look, most importantly, no big gaps anywhere. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take care.